everybody. Hi Division 8. Today I have another science experiment for you to try at home. Last week we worked on floating and sinking, and right now we're going to work on a project to keep the pennies above the water. What we want to do, instead of having pennies sink to the bottom, we want to keep them above the water. So to start your experiment, you're going to need a bunch of coins and some tinfoil. What you want to do is cut your tinfoil into equal size squares. So these are about 8 centimeters long. So something like 8 centimeters or 10 centimeters on each side of the square would be a good size to start with. And then, as you could see before, the pennies just sink to the bottom. Now, you don't have to use a bowl like this. If you can do this experiment right in your sink, and that will save you a lot of cleanup. Okay, so you take your tinfoil, and the goal is to get as many pennies as you can on this piece of tinfoil. So we'll just start by putting it on the top and then adding pennies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no! 6 pennies. So that's my record. Right now my record is 6. It's a good idea to wear short sleeves for this science experiment because you're going to be dipping your hand into the water a lot. So what you can do with your tinfoil is you can change its shape. And what you can do with the pennies is you can change how you put them on top of the tinfoil. So I'm going to try folding my tinfoil in half so it's a little bit thicker. And then I'm going to try laying my pennies out instead of stacking them up and seeing if that helps. So 1, 2, oh no, that did not work nearly as good as the first try. So then we're going to change the design of our tinfoil again. So maybe I don't want to have it folded in half. Maybe I want to try crinkling it up a little bit. Okay. And then I'm making a little pocket to put the pennies in. So let's see if that will work. Oh, it's already starting to sink. 1, oh, that is the worst way yet. Okay. Let's go back to the beginning. So I have my tinfoil, and I'm going to think of a different shape that I could do. So maybe I could put like an edge around the whole piece of tinfoil, like building a little wall. Maybe that will help my pennies stay on top of the water. Okay, so far my record was 6. Here we go. So far the tinfoil is floating on top of the water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's starting to take on water. Oh, 7. That was my best yet. Anyway, this science experiment is just about experimenting. You're just trying to take your tinfoil, create a design, and test it out with your coins, or if you don't have coins at home, you could use Lego, or you could use beads, or you could use other things that can go in the water, but try to make sure they're all the same kind of thing. And you just shape your tinfoil and reshape your tinfoil and test it and retest it. That's what science is all about. If it turns out that you get to the end and your tinfoil is like starting to rip and tear, it's a good idea to have a few extra sections of tinfoil pre-cut. And it's also the best idea to get an adult to help you do this part because the edges of the tinfoil are very, very sharp and I don't want you to cut your fingers. So get your parents to cut the tinfoil for you, and then take your tinfoil and your pennies to the sink or to a plastic bowl and just have fun experimenting with how to get the pennies to stay on top of the water. I'm sure you can beat my record. Have a fun day. Bye.